any of the books, Patrick Lencioni. He's one of my, he's a thank you, I'm not surprised. He's a great speaker, but he's just he's a very thoughtful guy, very thoughtful. But here's what he says. He said, great teams have what we call healthy ideological conflict. Healthy ideological conflict. He said, this requires healthy debate around, listen now, ideas, concepts, not people. When we get into these discussions, we're not talking about people. This is not personal. This is surrounding ideas. It's surrounding concepts. It's surrounding where we're going, what we're going to do. It's not personal. So we got to take the personal feelings and emotions, and we got to get our feelings off of our shoulder, and we've got to grow some thick skin. Your leaders, you better have thick skin. As I said, it's going to be, you're going to have blisters. You're going to run. It's going to be tough. And so you might as well do that and start trusting your leaders and start trusting this team and say, hey, you're my friends. I'm going to have some faithful wounds, but we're going to win together. We're going to run. And it's okay if we have healthy ideological conflict. I'll tell you this. That's one thing we have finally got to at GPC. It is okay to disagree. And I remember days when I was young. And I've already told you how much respect and love I have for Bishop Carson, but Bishop Carson wasn't real big on if there wasn't unanimity, everybody on the same page. I mean, I remember if you was on the board, I think it's probably me, you're on the board and you didn't vote in favor, everybody else did and you didn't. It's like, Brother Dan, well, what's the problem here? I mean, and so finally another person on the board says, listen, he simply just doesn't agree. He's not mad. He just doesn't agree. And okay. So I grew up in that environment, the kind of the old school environment, where you didn't argue, you didn't debate, you didn't ask questions, which is, I love questions. We should be open to questions, not a questioning spirit, where you question everything, but authentic questions. If you're not open to questions, I don't know what you're going to do with babies. I got kids at home. Have y'all ever been around a kid? I mean, it's like, would you just quit for a minute? What if I said, get a dictionary. They ask me what this word means all the time. It's like, okay, I don't know. Hey Siri, what's the definition of forum? You know, I mean, whatever the word is, I don't know. Siri knows, thankfully, so I said, okay, here's what it is, kids. But they're asking me questions all the time. So why is it we want new babies to come into church and we don't want any questions?
Right.
That's right.
I mean, we just want them to sign up, to start changing their own diapers and start cooking their own meals. Let's roll with it. Come on, guys, no questions. Just do what you're told. I'm just telling you, that probably worked in a season. It probably worked in a generation. I don't think we've got the luxury of leading that way anymore. You better be open to questions, and you better be able to give answers. And hey, if you don't know the answer, let that be your answer. I don't know, but I'll find out. Call Brother Sadler and say, hey, what's the answer? Okay? I mean, I'm being serious. But we've got to embrace questions. And people on your team are going to have questions. And if you bring up an idea and somebody asks questions, it don't mean they don't like you. I mean, they may not like you, but they're not asking the question because they don't like you. Okay? They're asking the question because they're trying to get to the best possible solution. And if we just throw out a question and everybody's intimidated, I mean, we throw out an idea and everybody don't want to step on anybody's toes and nobody wants to offend anybody, then guess what you'll never do? You'll never make it better. Because in order to make it better, you have to change it. In order to change it, that means what you came out with first wasn't good enough and somebody's going to get their feelings hurt. So we had to get over that. And right now, there's probably not anybody on our team. I probably got the gold medal for having the most ideas shot down. Oh, they found a bunch of reasons that my ideas just wouldn't work.